Greetings, adventurers. This is DM Kurt coming at you from the rainy and gray uh, upper left quadrant of the map. I haven't caught y'all up on the second edition game for a little while, and so here we go. The party, as we know it, is playing UK3 the Gauntlet, having finished UK2 the Sentinel, the first edition modules, which I am converting to second edition. It's not a lot of work to go from first to second, really isn't. The party's mage, a divination type specialist wizard, has the Sentinel, a white soft leather glove with an inset ring built into the glove. It is sentient. It talks to the mage. It has good line. It freaked them out that a sentient magic item would be talking to them, and they're like, oh crap, it's going to take control of my mind. So far it hasn't. But it has definitely guided them towards this castle that was built as a checkpoint in a mountain pass between two kingdoms. Well, it turns out that this thing was built, this glove was created to defeat the Gauntlet, a sentient evil gauntlet, which would give powers to whatever creature wielded it. Well, if it's a weaker-minded creature, it will take that creature over for its own evil ends. Well, the Gauntlet fell into stasis as it was lost. It finally found a wielder, an Ogrelon, which is an orc ogre crossbreed. Well, currently it took over the mind of this Ogrelon and gathered up a horde of gnolls, which took over the semi-abandoned but poorly garrisoned castle. And the Ogrelon, with his gauntlet and his drunken idiot gnolls, hold the castle. The Sentinel has guided the adventurers through a secret tunnel into the basement of the castle. And, in true adventurer fashion, they have killed every stupid gnoll that they've found, which is most of them. They found the room in which the boiling oil is made and then poured down onto people that make it through the front gates, and they poured out all the oil. They've chopped up and destroyed a lot of the arrows that would be used by the defenders, taking, of course, plenty for themselves. So, just in case the gnolls keep this place, why, they're not going to be able to defend it. Cool. They get all the way, they work their way from bottom to top. And then they get to the last room. And the last room, they kick open they scout it out first, they push their way in, and the Ogrelon is there. This wretched looking creature. Large, but just kind of disheveled, wearing fine robes, which makes for this comical, it just doesn't match, you know. So the creature sees them, and claps its hands together and mumbles something and disappears. And shards of black crystal of some kind fall to the floor, the carpeted floor, like the only room in this place that's carpeted, right? They quickly fan out and search. Okay, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Did he turn invisible? You know, poke around with your spear and throw some flour or spray some water. See if it lands on something that's invisible. You know, nope, gone. Well, they find this big book on a table right in the middle of the place. Now, it's nicely apportioned room. This is the king's chambers where this creature was in. And this book, the first inch of the front of the book, the pages are all kind of glued together and then cut squares through, so they make a little hidey hole. So you know, like those trick books where you open them up and somebody stashes a wallet or a gun or a stack of money or something, you know. But it's like that just for the first inch, and they're a bunch of little squares. Okay. The next 5 pages describe how if you have one of the black gems that's in the front of the book, this book doesn't have any gems. If you have one of the black gems and you touch any creature and say the word, it is magically sent to an extraplanar dimension cell, a prison. They're locked in stasis for all time. And if you have one of the white gems, you take it to the special room of the castle, which the PCs have not found, and you place it in the center, and you say, "Come forth, prisoner of cell number," and then you rattle off a cell number between 1 and 8, and they will appear. The white gem will be destroyed. They're like, "Okay, cool. Now we understand." And the sentinel says, "Why, my enemy has fled to that place. Now we must get him. Gotta get him. We must pull it forward and deal with it." Cool. The party's mage is figuring this out. Page 7 has a roster, and it says cell number in very neat handwriting. It says cell number 3, Lorganok, and then a date, and that date is 50 years ago. And then in badly scrawled handwriting, Bloodfire's daughter, number 4. Okay. Don't know what that means, but whatever. Well, there's about 5 human men-at-arms that they had rescued from the gnolls that had been, overwhelmed by the massive gnolls and their great number and strength. One of those guys says, "Hey, look out the window. We got like a problem. We got like a big problem, guys." The party's like, "Okay, well, we have this important thing, but yeah, what do you got? What do you got?" And they look out the window. Oh no! So 4 manticores were flying over the ridgeline towards the castle. They're going to be flying around it. Each manticore had a number of these little screaming devilkin imps with it. So quite a few. Okay, that's bad. Also coming over the ridgeline on foot was a fire giant and about a dozen hobgoblins with him, and a couple of hellhounds around him. And a fire giant is a big, massive dude, and they are generally evil. They generally take no nonsense, right? They're hostile towards most, because they know they're big, they know they're tough, and they know they can push everybody around. Also, that's the ridgeline, but the road, which follows the pass, there's 4 platoons of 50 hobgoblins each, in formation, in uniform. Gentlemen, that's an army. The gates are closed. That's good, right? We're safe behind the big gates, right? The big, massive doors. And the fire giant bellows from his voice carrying across the crevasse. "Ogrelon, you filthy little thing! Release my daughter in the next 2 hours, or you will find out that my least and first attack was nothing compared to what is coming to you. This place will be torn down brick from brick until I grind you into the dust from whence you came." The party's like, "Oh boy, this is probably not the best place to be." And the mage, he's a scrawny little dude, and he's kind of based off of Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, I think. He's like, "I think the best thing we can do is I'm going to go talk to him." Dude, you're probably... Oh, just you. How many spells do you got left? I have 1 spell left. The only thing I haven't burned today is Detect Magic. Well, if you want to cast Detect Magic once you get close to the fire giant, you'll probably find out that the source of your death is probably going to be kinetic impact and blunt force trauma of a non-magical nature. If you want to cast Detect Magic, sure. But he's like, "No, I'm going to go. Hey, Sergeant, come with me." Yeah, all right. The 3rd level fighter that has just recently got some armor and weapon back, he's like, "I'll go with you, but I ain't drawing steel on this dude. But okay, I'll go. Do what I can for you, buddy. You did pay me a few coins, so, I guess I'll work for you." All right. So the mage and this one NPC fighter go out, and they say, Mr. Fire Giant, we know how we have gone in, we have slain as many gnolls as we could find, and we know how the Ogrenon captured your daughter, and we can get her from the magical prison that she's in with my mage abilities. I can probably free her, but I'm going to need some time. I can probably do this. We're going to try to do this in the 2 hours you've given us, and with my mage abilities to understand the magical prison, which is basically, don't kill me, you need me. We can take this. We'll just need some time. The Fire Giant's like, all right, I'm listening. Open your doors. I'm going to send a platoon of my troops in to take the place. We'll not lay steel on you. You don't lay steel on us, or you die. But my troops are going in with you. Okay, that sounds fair, sir. Thank you, sir. So the mage runs back inside. The rest of the party is already on the search. Where's the summoning room? What's in the book? There's a set of words that mean something. I don't know what. That's some kind of command words. There's something about there being a summoning room that's... where is it? It was some secret door somewhere in the castle. We don't know where it is. It also says there's a stash of extra white gems in the room with the pillars down in the sub-basement. Cool. Run! Go get it! Well, they have to go down in the sub-basement, and they find the octagon room with the multiple pillars, and the search is on. They are desperately searching through this place. And they eventually find that at the top of a pillar, there's a secret compartment where there's a little coffin-shaped Leomund's secret chest. And you say the words. A bigger chest pops up out of, I believe, the ethereal plane. And they open that up, and there's 6 white gems. Whew, cool. So all we gotta do is get the right cell number, call forward, and then we can call out the dude who hid in there to get away. Cool, we can find the Ogrelon. What cell's he in? Well, we don't know because they didn't write it down before he escaped to it. The note said Lorganok, cell 3. Don't know who that is. It also said Bloodfire's daughter. That would be the Fire Giant's daughter. We could probably pull her out. We got to find the summoning room. Well, the summoning room was hidden by a secret door from that room. So, lucky them, they found it by searching the heck out of that place. Now they know where the summoning room is. And I believe their plan is to summon the Fire Giant's daughter out first, which should get the heat off of them. And then there's 7 more rooms they don't know. Which, okay, so that's one of those 7 is Lorganok, whatever that is. They have no idea. They tried history. They tried to, was that name from history? I mean, it would have been some dude 50 years ago. Well, no, he wasn't important enough for anybody to remember, so who knows? Okay, so that's 6 rooms. The dude is hidden in one of 6 rooms. We don't know which. And we have 6 gems, one of which we're going to use to get Bloodfire's daughter out. You got a 5 out of 6 chance of getting the Ogrelon out and getting the Sentinel to finally confront the Gauntlet. But it's time for session to end. We'll see what happens next session, but I believe it should be the end of the adventure, after which we're going to convert these 2E characters over to Castles and Crusades, and then begin campaign anew. That is DM Kurt. Out.